Going Down Business with Aaron Kleiber. Yeah. Going Down Business with Aaron Kleiber. That's my dad.
Boom! Welcome to Grown Dad Business. We're at it. Hey, welcome to Grown Dad Business. We're still beating the heat. I don't know what to tell you. Who's joining me as always? The Little Face co-pro, Sam. Where you at, guy? Boom.
There I
Boom.
am.
Hello, my friend.
How's it going, buddy?
How do you like my setup? Look, I redid the lighting.
It's amazing.
I'm almost like a YouTuber now. What do you think? I'm like doing it.
Yeah.
I don't want to age myself because I want young and new viewers, and I don't want people to think I'm an old dad, but I've been lighting cameras since 1996.
Wow.
Yeah, that's I learned how to do lighting that long ago for film and video and cameras.
Yeah, well.
I tried. And hey, I want to give a shout out. I did YouTube videos for a long time with my good friend Dustin Dowling. Yeah, shout out my homie. I mean, he was a master of lighting YouTube videos and stuff. I learned a lot from him. And to be honest, I mean, in the years of making videos, LED lighting has been a game changer, Sam. It really has.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, these lights have cost me dollars. Anyway, before every show, Sam and I always catch up, and I'm like, oh, what did we not catch up on? It's been a Grown Dad Business summer, Sam. I'll tell you that. It's like I said, there's a lot of me and Sam were talking. There's a lot of serious things going on in the world, and I've said, we try not to take any serious issues, and I don't even on stage. Obviously, I mean, there's stuff that happens like currently, like in history, comedians, sometimes you get on stage that night, you got to talk about it. I get it.
Right.
But I'm not. So that's fine. And that's why it's important to talk about the things that you have in your life that you're able to just detach. Not that you want to all the time. And you just really, I'm at a point in my life, Sam, where you just do it. You just make a garden, Sam. I'm at that. I just did it. I did it. I'm not sponsored by Nike, but holler at your boy. You know what I mean? Get at me. Get at me. grownthatbusiness@gmail.com. No, I'm already sponsored by Nike. I'll go to any Marshalls and Gabriel Brothers and Burlington Coat Factory and buy all my my defunct anyway, Nike gear. I know. That's what I'm saying. You just got to find a hobby, Sam.
True.
You just got to find a hobby.
I'm not a gardener.
You know what? Over the last few years, people that have been listening and watching the podcast through this, what are we at? 235 episodes. You can go back and listen and watch lots of them with celebrities if you want to do that. A little commercial break. But really, over the last how many years we've been in our big old haunted house, we little by little have started gardening. People know the pumpkin patch that we have is insane. We've had problems with that over the years, but this year we went all out. Finally, this year, I don't know, you reach a point where you build a garden that you're proud of. And I know that age is getting, because there's all kinds of cool people. You know what I mean? Sam, have you gardened anything?
When we moved into the house that we live in, there was a garden. There was a garden, and we summarily tore it down because I have 0 green on my thumb.
Oh, dude. See, you don't even know. I used to have K Brothers Landscaping, I mean, there was a time in my life where if you go back an episode and listen to how many jobs I had in my life, but one of them, I was a landscape construction, did landscape construction, had my own little thing, started off young doing yards, all that, went to a community college, got certified in horticulture and tree trimming and blah, 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 that kind of stuff, you know, because it's good to learn that little things. For sure. Now you can learn it on YouTube. I had to once again, I'm aging myself. For me to learn about how to trim trees, I had to get a textbook and go to a community college.
You got a textbook? How old are you?
I got a book to learn how to do horticulture.
Right.
Now, I watch everything now. My algorithm, I swear, is just, I feel like my algorithm is just, I feel like it thinks that I'm like a retired, like old, it definitely thinks I'm a retired old black man who loves jazz, might have been a preacher or a police officer who moonlighted as a comedian. That's what the algorithm thinks, because I don't know what I watch. I don't know who you think you're trying to guess who I am, but I'm okay with it. It's
so it really doesn't it really doesn't know who you are.
Yeah, it has no idea. It's like I'm watching Cops, I'm watching Beastie Boys, I'm watching Social Justice, I'm watching, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ice hockey, I'm watching NBA. They're like, who? The algorithm? You're never gonna figure me out. They're like, do you like hot moms? I'm like, nope, only mine. And they're like, wait a second, who are you?
You're not normal.
Every once in in this podcast, I feel like every 6 to 7 episodes, I have to just verbally, as the face Aaron Kleiber, yell at the algorithm and say, you're not going to figure me out. By the way, I just went.
Wow. Yeah, you just screwed up your camera. It's focusing wrong. It's coming.
Dude, I'm sorry for getting intense. It's me. Hi, it's me. Come back.
Hello.
I really messed
it up. The
one
you're looking for.
Dude, I really messed it up.
Wow, it's really taking its time getting focused on you. You might be screwing it up even more by doing that. Oh, nope, there. Your face is good now. Yay, you got it.
If everybody's listening, because I'm not going to edit this out, because this is how we do it. Dude, I don't like editing. I like sitting down with somebody. It's like this podcast is like I get to sit down with you and just ramble at Denny's. By the way, we're not sponsored by Denny's. Holler at your boy. growndownbusiness@gmail.com. But anyway, yeah, no, that's oh my gosh. I need a drink.
If we're at Denny's, where are my pancakes? My grand slam's coming.
I tried a podcast one time eating food. I will not recommend that, Sam. People, it was the most hate comments I ever got on a podcast. Eating on they're like, I'm trying, I like you. You're funny. But I listen to you at the gym in my headphones.
No.
Please. Oh yeah. When I zone out and drive to work and turn this up and listen to you and laugh. But when you're also chewing loudly, like I'm on the phone with you in my car, no thank you, like all those. So never again.
Yep.
I don't even drink too closely to the microphone.
Always back away.
You know what I mean? Just want to be aware. But I say, like, doing the garden, dude, we did it right. We did, if I told you, we lost every pumpkin last year. My wife, she's a little garden gnome like princess, okay? She's a sweet lady. She had over 90 pumpkins the year before, and it brought so much light and joy into her heart. I mean, tell a cute mom that she just has a pumpkin patch and she can go pick her own little pumpkins and gourds and give them to people and have crafts for the kids all fall. Dude, living the dream. She loves it. So when we had problems with animals, groundhogs, birds, we had to do all kinds of things. Okay. We had to do so many things that we Don't regret. We don't regret. We have no regrets.
Did you use live traps or shoot them?
Oh, we'll get to that, buddy.
Okay, fair enough.
But this year I thought, you know what? First things first, I'll use human ingenuity for this garden. Okay.
Try to outsmart the groundhogs.
Dude, I know how to do hardscape construction. I've also done patios and walls, many. Okay. A couple ponds in my life. So I thought, you know what? Let's do it right. I'm going to build a foundation of concrete block around this garden, and then we'll put the fence around, right? Well, we did that. My son helped. We did the concrete block around there, right? And we find out that there's now, we did a little path. We're putting little stones we found in the yard. We're making it nice, put the little gnomes in there. We got flowers happening, wildflowers. We built compost bins, my son and I. People are like, why don't you film this and put it on TikTok? Because I'm living life, okay? So, last year, we had this huge fat groundhog. We got a couple squirrels. This year, we find out there's 3 groundhogs. They're only getting bigger. And look, I don't know what to do. So we start trapping them. I got a trap. Trapping them. We caught one. We sent him away. Now we're 2 down. Because we trapped one. And he's gone. We put him back in the hole. We buried him in the hole. That's what it was. But here's the thing. How are you supposed to deal with that stuff? Because if I grew up shooting a little bit or something, if I had any remotely land, I was like, we would be out there and we'd be going after the groundhogs.
Right.
Come on. But we are a municipal democratic society. Okay. So, yeah. But you know what? Now the groundhogs are safe in the woods. We got one more. We'll see if we can get them. They really, I'll tell you what, I'll give you the tip of the year. Cantaloupe and mouse bait. I'm telling you. Apparently the mouse bait, it gets them closer and closer. And then they eat the cantaloupe. And then if they eat any of the mouse bait, they take it back and burrow it or something. I don't know.
So you put it in a dish and cut it up, or do you just cut a melon in half? And
dude, we take the good cantaloupe and I give them all the guts and the rinds. Yeah.
Okay.
And it worked, dude. I'm telling you, small trap, cantaloupe, the groundhogs, they'll be in there within 24 hours, 12 hours. Listen to this. We didn't catch the groundhog. The big groundhog knocked over the cage, because it's a big guy, and spilled the cantaloupe and ate all the cantaloupe. We righted the cage up, and the other groundhog came and just got trapped from the leavings of the first groundhog. They are fat, greedy pigs, okay? Yeah. And they love cantaloupe. And so when I say cantaloupe, I want to say, you're like, oh no, that's the groundhog. No. It's from the Humane Society. I did the research, and that was the top result. It's from the Humane Society. That's how you trap them, catch them, release them. I will say, you got to take them a mile away. You got to take them a mile away. They say over a body of water. I took them over a creek, and that worked. It worked. I took them over a creek. It worked. We have one left. He's living under the wood pile, I think. So, yeah, that's what we're up to.
So do they burrow under, like you said, you put a concrete barrier up and then the fencing. Did you bury that at all?
We buried a course or 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we buried it. And then the fence. But the problem is you have to have concrete. It's 2 courses. So we have like 24 inches, and it's the garden wall with the 3 holes in it. You know, you could fill that with concrete if you want. You could fill it with gravel, you know, whatever. That works. And then, yeah, your green fence spikes, you know, around there. And if you want to get fancy, on the corners of the garden, we do normal, you know, 2-hole concrete block, right? And you could put a 4x4 in there, a post, wooden post, little concrete in there, you know what I mean? And make it a little stronger. That's what I might have done. Dude, really easy. But I know everyone's, you know, I don't want people to freak out. But it's the law of the land, you know, and we're not killing them. I might have mentioned that one was, yes. Okay. One, what happened was I think it was in the cage too long. Oh. And, we didn't check it all night. And, we woke up and he was with the Lord. So, yeah.
I've had issues with squirrels in the past, and I have a live trap, and they got my basement,
dude,
and a live trap. And
you had squirrels. I've had hornets. You've had squirrels in your house?
Yeah, in my basement, dude. Well, let's preface this, okay?
Wait, I've heard squirrels in the attic, but how do they get in your basement?
Okay, this was when I lived in Indiana. This is when we lived in Indiana. Our garage.
Oh, Indiana. Oh, I hate Indiana.
Our garage had a doorway to go into the house, but you had to go up 3 steps into the house or down into the basement.
Right. Okay.
Well, if the kids left the door open, squirrel got in our basement multiple times, twice.
So you just left the door open?
My kids did. I didn't just leave the door open.
What do you? Wait, how do you not have a screen door?
It was the screen, like it wasn't one that had the pull. Yeah. It didn't close on its own. It required them to shut it behind them, and they thought they shut it, and it never actually got shut, and then it just swings back open.
So wait, it's not like the squirrel got in and then like ran back out.
No, went into the basement. And here's the thing: I'm a Cubs fan, and I used to have.
Wait, did it make camp?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for like a week and a half. And this might be a little bit of a long story, so I'll speed it up a little bit. We had an exchange student at the time, and we were my basement was where we had our video games and stuff. So me and the exchange student playing games, and I could hear, and I'm like, dude, stop. He's like, what are you talking about? I thought he was screwing with me, and then I'm looking and I see his hands and I hear.
You literally heard the National Lampoon's Christmas. What's that funny sound?
Yes.
What's that scratching sound?
So,
you heard?
Yes. So
Aunt and Uncle, what's that funny? Oh my God.
So I had my exchange student get a trash can lid, right? And I had a big bag. Yeah. And I'm hearing this, and we had a little closet area that had paint supplies and stuff. And I'm hearing it, and I'm like, oh man, it's right over there in the corner. So as my exchange student is putting the trash can lid up, it comes flying out at us, and we screamed like little girls.
Yes.
And ran around and
get a shoe.
Tried to push it. Yeah, give me my hammer. But I tried to coax it out the door. Yes. It ran up to the garage door. The door to the garage, and then turned around and came back down.
Wait, did you get something to eat? Like, did you give it a little?
Well, not at that point.
I think a kitty cat might work.
I thought we were going to catch it, but I ended up having to go buy a live trap. And I had a shelf with some Chicago Cubs peanuts on it. Stupid that I didn't just grab it and take it, because that's where it found its food for the next week instead of going to the live trap.
Stole your Wrigley Field peanuts?
Yes.
A squirrel got into your basement.
Yes.
Climbed up on your memorabilia shelf.
Yes.
And ate the peanuts that you saved from Wrigley Field.
Yes. So
dude,
my exchange
I would definitely catch this, and we would have a public hearing.
My exchange student says, okay, Sam, you can't kill it. And I'm like, the thing ate my peanuts. He says, catch it and go release it. So he played basketball at the time.
Okay.
So I caught it one night.
Yes.
And I took a picture of it. And then a him a text and said, look what I found. And he goes, oh, and I said, he's with Jesus now. And he's like, no, you didn't kill it. Well, what's funny is we lived about 2.5 miles away from a Christian school. I took it out there and dropped it off there. So he was with Jesus now.
Hey, hey, wow.
Dude, bugger he ate my peanuts, Aaron.
I would be, first of all, my family would move out if a squirrel was in the house. They would.
My wife still talks about how we screamed like little girls.
They would be like, "Oh, you got to get a hotel. We got to get out of here." Okay. Second of all, that squirrel be dead. Like started eating your memorabilia. How?
Yep.
Yeah, you'd never think that. You know what I would have done, dude? I would have like spray painted or clear coated those peanuts or something.
I didn't think anything about it. I didn't think
were they just peanuts in a little bowl?
No, they were in a sealed bag that had a Cubs symbol on it and everything.
Right,
and was sitting up on the shelf.
And he ate into the bag.
Oh, he tore the bag open and ate every peanut in there. Everyone.
The rage, dude.
Oh, trust me, I was angry.
Listen, and I like memorabilia. Okay.
No food though.
I mean,
nope. I yelled at. I did yell at it. You ate my peanuts.
Listen, that's a varmint right there. But you know what? Here's the thing. Now, it's funny because a friend of mine, they if anybody listens in Pittsburgh, thanks so much. Every Tuesday I'm on 100.7 Bubba show with Bubba and Melanie. They're amazing friends since the pandemic. I've been on with them weekly, and it's funny. I was talking about how someone was asking, well, okay, how did the whole process of catching an animal and what you did and blah 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 blah, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of told them, here's what you do, and they're like, man, it's like, man, now I finally, I got a guy I got a guy for that. Like I just asked you, and you knew what to do, and I got a guy for that. That's great. And I'm like, yeah,
you're somebody's guy.
Remember I told you about this a couple weeks ago? We didn't even cover it, but someone called me and said, you're a guy that knows that, and I want to ask. And I'm like, wow, I do that for a lot of people, but now I feel like I went through a plumbing snafu. Okay, dad thing. We had a hose bib line on the inside leak. My nephew's a plumber now. Holler at your boy. You might know him from the podcast as my nephew Mike. Yeah, if you've been listening that long, you know that at one point we had my nephew Mike on the podcast. Nephew Mike explained the NCAA bracket to us one year. I now have Sam for that. He can explain all that to me. But yeah, nephew Mike is now a grown man. He's a journeyman plumber now. And so he was able to help me with that. But now it's like realizing I've never been good at like electrical plumbing, never got into that because it's like that's there's certain things that should be skilled. You gotta learn, a lot of experience, a lot of learning. And now that my nephew's a plumber, I'm like, I got a guy for that now too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you reach an age or you just get to know so many people. Well, I'm now at an age, I'm not even mid 40s yet, Sam. Back off. Okay. I now
be mid 40s.
Well, hey, now I got a guy for that. I gotta, and I don't, hey, whoa, let's not, I don't mean as a male human or, I mean, there's all kinds of people that got different resources. You know what I mean? Hey, excuse me. You got, hey, you know what? Can you help me out here? Also, look how old I am. I'm picking up the phone like this.
Like you picked it up.
Really? What am I? I'm like, hey, I got somebody for that. I know what they're doing. Let me text her real quick. Let me text them. You know what I mean? I don't want to, but isn't it neat, where you like, oh, I know somebody that knows how to do that. Like, come on. It feels great. It really does. And I have some weird people too. I got chocolate chip cookie experts. I know. Boom. The best chocolate chip cookies. I got somebody for that. Boom. You know what I mean? Like weird stuff.
Yeah, I need a chocolate chip cookie without chocolate chips. I love a chocolate chip, like the cookie itself. I'm not a huge chocolate chip fan.
That's interesting because...
Is that un-American?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. I've always been weird.
But I think I feel like an episode's coming. Okay. I feel like we're due for a food episode. Have we done one lately?
Not lately.
Yeah, I think we're due for like something. We might be talking about chocolate chip cookies, but I will say, shout out to my favorite local, the world's famous most chocolate chip cookies, Nancy B's Bakery in West Homestead. You got to go there and check it out. Sam,
next time I'm in Pittsburgh,
they have a chocolate chip mix that has less chocolate chips. It's so good. It's like a marble cookie.
Ooh.
Anyway, Sam, thanks for letting me tell you about my garden. Appreciate that.
Thanks for letting me tell you about my squirrel in my basement.
Dude. Check out Sam 500 Section Lounge Show. You can check him out on that show anywhere you listen to podcasts. And also your Big Ten show.
Yeah, Big Talk.
Dude, you got something big coming up. Where are you going?
I'm going to Big Ten Football Media Days next week. Or whenever this plays, I went.
If you're into Big Ten ball, check out Sam. He's got some other stuff cooking. Big Talk. Friends, if you want to support the show, we always put the shows early on Patreon. You can go do that. Thank you so much. Any way you can support, it helps run the show because we're not in a lap of luxury. I got cheap lights. I got gifts on the wall. Relax, okay? Okay.
This is my souvenir to a game. It's
listen. I'm a flea market kid, okay? I'm a deal hunter. Friends, thank you so much. Always subscribe and share. Please go check it out on YouTube. If you please subscribe, it's one of the biggest things you can do. Subscribe to our shows and watch them on YouTube. And anywhere you listen to podcasts, subscribe and share. Boom. Hey, let's play it out.
Yes, sir.
Play it out. Play it out. What if I played something different? I don't know if you ever heard this. Peace, friends. Peace. What was that? Peace, Sam.